Hello. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? Oops, excuse me. Saturday. We're doing more LOTR WOTR today. We are almost as close as you can get to the end of the main story without actually having finished the main story. How are we doing? I'm doing all right. I personally am doing okay. So before we get into the game, I'm gonna tell a little bit of story time. So, yeah, Thursday night, I asked my supervisors. Well, actually, I asked one of my supervisors. I'm like, so, is there going to be any kind of security measures taken this weekend? He looks at me all confused. He's like, what's going on this weekend? And I'm like, just hang my head in shame because he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, granted, you know, I'm fairly terminally online, and not everybody else is as terminally online as I am. I'm like, well, there's this whole thing of staff benefits for getting cut. He's like, oh yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. And I'm like, there's also this whole thing of hundreds of videos and posts of people specifically targeting Walmart, threatening to rob stores and kill anybody that gets in their way. He goes, oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be any extra security or anything. And I'm like, he's like, I'll ask today when the day shift comes in, you know, when the store managers come in and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I go through the rest of the day. I come in last night and I ask, and granted, at first I asked a different supervisor. I'm like, hey, so what's the word? Is there anything at all? Is Walmart doing literally anything at all, considering the hundreds of explicit threats targeting specifically Walmart? He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. No, there isn't. Awesome. Okay. Government doesn't like me talking about this. No, the government does not like me talking about this. They're targeting me. The spooks, they're coming for me. Where was I in story time? The DDoS. Yes. DDoSing a 4-viewer streamer. Yes. That's the way to go. Where was I at? Oh, so I was like, okay, maybe this particular supervisor wasn't in the conversation that the other one had with the day shift. Maybe I just need to find that other supervisor. So I go and I find him. I'm like, hey, AJ. He looks at me and I'm like, so what's the word? He goes, and at first he forgot. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, what we talked about yesterday, the whole security thing. He goes, oh yeah, no, Walmart's not doing anything about it. And I just fucking look at him dumbfounded. I'm like, okay, well, this is what's going to happen. I'm leaving at 5:45 today. I will be coming in at 11 tomorrow night, and I'll be leaving at 5:45 tomorrow morning, or Sunday morning. And he's like, why? I'm like, while I don't actually think that anything bad is going to happen to this store specifically, I would rather not risk being here while we are open when there are hundreds of people that have threatened theft and murder. Maybe take your gun with you today and moving forwards. Can't. That is explicitly against Walmart's policy. I will get fired. Unfortunately. I did think about that. I did think about it, but it is explicitly against Walmart's policies, and I will be fired. Doesn't matter. And also, leaving it in the locker is not going to help. Also, I don't have a locker. Yeah, so here's the thing about leaving a gun in a locker. If you leave a gun in a locker, especially where I work and where the lockers are, I would have to run basically halfway across the store to gain access to it again. And at that point, you might as well not have it. Like, the whole point of having a gun with you is that it's with you and you could pull it, you know, in a second and be able to use it if needed. So yeah, I left work early this morning. I left at 5:45. I still almost got done. Shockingly enough, I still almost got done, despite the fact I was in an area that I'm not normally in. So the guy who does the juice wall, which has like the milk, the coffee, like the cold coffee creamers, orange juices, all of that's the like the teas, like the big gallon teas and all that stuff. He called off last night. So we didn't really have somebody who was super knowledgeable about that particular area. And I was like, well, I'll fucking do it. I've done it a couple of times. I'm not great in there. I'm probably going to have to be scanning a whole bunch of stuff, be slower than I normally am, but I'll fucking do it. Plus, it gets me out of the front of house. It gets me as out of the front of house as possible, so that I don't have to deal with this shit. So I was in there yesterday and I almost got it done, which surprised the hell out of me, because I was not expecting to be able to do that. Especially considering an hour and 15 minutes of my shift got nixed because of my desire to not want to be there with customers. But yeah, I told him, I'm like, I will not be there. I will not be there until 11 tonight. And I will not. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. That's a thing that I'm dealing with right now. Fortunately, I do have enough protected time off to cover it. That happened. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm not like gaining any attendance points like we were talking about earlier this week or anything like that. So I'm fine on that end. It's just, you know, I gotta deal with the thing. Is snap back up or not? No. Apparently a couple of federal judges were like, you gotta do the snap. But it's not as simple as, oh, we're just gonna, you know, hit a button and turn it back on. That's just not how that works. Oh, I still have a sword that I need to figure out what I want to do with. Oh, I was gonna test this with Frodo, wasn't I? That sword is just prayer most of the time? Yeah. Unless you put it on somebody who could kill multiple people in one round. Oh shit, he can't equip long swords. Fuck. Lands a killing blow, but it doesn't specify with the sword. That's why I wanted to try it. Yeah, it says lands a killing blow, but it just says that you're wielding it, not that you killed them with it. That's why I wanted. Yeah. No. You're good. Give it to Gandalf. What does he wear? Oh, he just has Finian. Yeah, we can do that. We can try that. Yeah, I was just kind of hoping that I could do that because I also just got this that I wanted to test. What does Frodo have that's reflecting everything? Does spell turning show up somewhere so I could read exactly what it says? Fuck. No. That's unfortunate. That's still up for almost 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. Oh. A little bit unfortunate. You have 2 +8 mental perfection items on Frodo, my anti-redundant. Wait, do I? Do I actually? Oh yeah, I do. But okay, so this is probably getting taken off of him and put onto Legolas here in a moment. I'm being entirely honest. This is probably going to be put on Legolas here in a moment. I just want to see if this works with ray weapons. The charisma to damage. I just want to see if it works with ray weapons. Go back to the wisdom? Wait, what do you mean? The mask was turned into a +9. So, like, I'm not actually getting the bonus from the helmet at all because it's only a +8 versus the +9 on the hat. Also, this guy has a fuck ton of health. Holy shit. Wait. Oh, I actually should have done this. Damn. Wait, let me... Wait. How does Vorpal work again? You have to actually confirm it, right? Ah, you have to confirm it. Okay. He can negate your critical hit? Well, I mean, I failed it in the first place, and I thought that just rolling a nat 20 for a second was enough to get Vorpal to work. All right, let's see. No. Okay, so we're gonna be swapping the helmet over to we're gonna be swapping the helmet over to Legolas. Not bad. It's just I wanted to test something and the test just confirmed that it doesn't work. It's not a big deal, it's just it is what it is. You actually do not have that much of a fucking will save, so get laughter, nerd. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything for any of the others, but, you know, it is what it is. Wait, who, Wait, it didn't even try to spread to any of the others. Garbage. Actual garbage. Damn. Almost killed her. We did kill one of them, right? Wait, did I really not? No, I didn't. I didn't kill anything. God damn it. I should have just ran up and cast Wrath of the Righteous. Even though apparently these bugs don't count as demons. I think... Oh, that's right. Hi, buddy. You gonna come up and say hi? Alright, so, Frodo, you're losing this. Where was the other one? This one? Yeah. Who counts and who doesn't in abilities tab? Down. Wait, what? Says they're demons of magic, slaughter, or strike. Yeah. Legolas. So let me actually check. What is his enhancement? It's only a 4. Really? We only have a 4 on this guy. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to be getting a +6 to charisma, or a +6 to all of our damage on him. Actually, this does nothing. We could put this on Frodo, get him into the fight faster. He's either going to be doing a ton of single target with Hellfire Ray or a ton of AoE with, well, his AoEs. All right, what do we got? Yeah, let me actually scroll down, like... Yeah, nothing. Wait, what is Frodo's initiative now? 24? Not bad. Not bad. Surprising that he was able to get to outpace Legolas. Good crit. All right. So if I can get Gandalf, I hate that it started my entire party this far fucking back. That's ridiculous. All right. Can't reach her. Damn. Like, obviously he needed, like, an insanely low roll for... It's only a 35? Interesting. I wonder why... Wait, what does the Master Slayer actually say? 10 plus half the Slayer's level plus the Slayer's intelligence. Ah. Wait, did I not just boost his fucking... Yeah, I feel like I just boosted the DC for that. So then what is this? Oh, this is his Dex mod. That's why it's so much higher. Okay. I understand now. I was wondering if I was going to be able to get both of them. Oh, I love it when I get both of them. It's so much fun. Tried to play Pathfinder earlier? Hell yeah. Full on in EU5 mode. That's fair. Like, there's some times where it's just like, I cannot not think about this other thing. Good crit. Holy shit. Nice. Nice. I mean, that's literally me with Hades right now. That is literally me with Hades too. Oh my god, I did no damage. Oh, because I didn't fucking demonic rage, that's why. Big day, everyone who has early access can stream. Hell yeah, that's awesome. How much health do you have, ma'am? 377. How much? What is the damage on here? Takes 10 damage per caster level. Oh, that's what it is. Unless they save, in which it's 1d6 per caster level. What is his caster level? I did not mean to skip his fucking turn. Are you kidding me? $27. You're wrecked. Wait to buy it. Pre-order bonus is interesting. Go ahead and save the $20 if I can. Yeah. That doesn't count as bonus from the staff. Yeah, I was just looking at it. Just trying to figure out what exactly I had access to. Oh, that's right. He can't fucking teleport. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so there it is. Darkness Caress right there in the middle. Well, like in the bottom third. Still suck at stacking DC. Maybe I have the wrong items. Maybe. There's an Elven page in that hallway. That's funny. The problem is, I'm fairly certain that there's some that are in the, that are in various... I feel like I'm definitely about to run out of haste. No, we're only halfway there. Okay, never mind. Mary? Okay, so first off, Mary, I need you to be invisible. Oh, Jesus. All right, there we go. Today I learned that it's fine. There's one on Nenio's companion quest. Yeah, so I literally can't finish that quest. It cannot be done. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna spend this turn making everyone sickened. I shouldn't have studied that target, but that's fine. What do you mean no actions left to use this ability? What do you mean? Alright, we are going to send Gimli back here. Almost kill her outright. You're missing out on the most fun and diverse dungeon in the game. Gross. Gross. Disgusting. Do the Midnight Isles DLC. Yeah. The only dungeon with magical beasts as enemies. Is it really? You go to Colfier right now? I mean, like, if you don't want to deal with, like, the full grind of it, and one thing that I do like, about the Midnight Isles DLC in the main campaign is I do appreciate that it gets shorter as you go along, right? I don't think you face any magical beasts the whole campaign. If you do, you might if you run into like random encounters that you can't get away from, but I've literally never had to deal with that in this entire run. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Got it. All right, well, it doesn't matter anyway. What? Excuse me? All right, well, I guess I'll go for Quicken. All right, cool. Killed her. Wait. Why is it? Wait, hold up. Do I have to, like, activate this? I'm supposed to be able to get a free action spell every round. What's the deal? Wait, what? Why did I just try to cast this on Boromir? Sorceress Reflex? No, the mask. The mask on Frodo. The first spell, the last sentence. The first spell the wearer casts in a round is cast as a free action. Never taking the mask, I always take the ring. I did not realize that that was a choice. I'm not gonna lie. Gives you 2 free meta magic on all the spells? What? That's crazy. That is infinitely better than this. Considering you can get a +8 from another source, and also the fact that the first spell the wearer casted around is cast as a free action is a lie, apparently. Wait, let me... What's this thing called? Rasmir's Mask. Okay, I'm just gonna do it real quick. Rasmir's Mask. No free spell. I think I found what the problem is. If, as the first action in a round, I use an ability, even though that ability already needed... Oh! Oh, shit! Because we never get to round 2. We never get to round 2. Also... This XP amount is actually fucking nonsense. What the hell? 10 million XP. So, because my first action in the first round as Frodo is to go into demonic rage that uses my 1 free action per round. That's what's happening there. That's what's happening there. Okay. That's actually not that big of a deal. Okay, at least now I know what's going on. At least now I know what's going on. Yeah, like, it does. It 100%. Hell yeah. Also, I love how it went. I love how it took longer for the combat log to catch back up than it did for the kill to actually happen. How are you so... You have 23 health, you fuck. He's a survivor? I fucking guess. No way he lived that. Shit. HP numbers at threshold are nonsense, by the way. Oh yeah, I'm realizing this. 919, 18 fucking hundred. And, yeah, he just actually fucked up my whole party. All right, let me see what. Oh my god, even Bill survived that. Holy shit. Oh, he killed the swarms. Hell yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Hello? All right. We're a little bit hurting here. Hello? Please? Did I? Oh my god. Somebody just loot the fucking demon. Jesus. Need those heals? Yeah. We're just gonna do a thing. Alright, I think that might have actually gotten... Bill actually is not at full. Wait, how much health does he have? $350? That's actually a lot more than I expected. Alright. All right, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, that's an actual path under the table. Well, no, that would actually be impossible because animal companions don't level up with your character level. Nice. All right, let me run you in here. What do we see? A whole lot of gallows. Awesome, love that. Port save. Oh my god, we actually got it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I have other quicken meta magics, right? I'm not really using the selective. Come up. Easy peasy. Hello? I can't reach them and I can't move anymore. I hate it here. Wait, what's happening? I actually don't know what just happened there, but I suddenly have full actions again. I don't know what happened, but I'm perfectly okay with this. Wait, what is this? It's a standard, fuck. Oh, let's see. Wait, what is it that you get from this? Okay, we'll just see what happens when I attack, right? No. We did not, in fact. Okay, so you do actually have to kill somebody with the sword, even though it doesn't specify that. Okay, game. This is gonna be very annoying. Yeah. We just took a lot of damage that we... I need to fucking, like... immediately, always, forever, apparently. Remember, I did not mean to do that. Doesn't really matter. He's dead before he moves again anyway. Boo. Bye. Bye, motherfucker. Alright. Here, let's grab everybody again. Let's mass heal everybody again. Did that get us everybody? Everybody except for the closest demon to the other one. What the fuck? Even mass heals fall short sometimes. That is insane. Mass heal, so mass heal does, what is it? 250. Yeah, 250. 794. 504. 329. 543. Holy shit, Mary's got a lot of health. 288. 367. 885. Oracles can break the cap, can they really? 368. 969. Very nice. Very nice. Wait, does Frodo have mass heal? Oh, he does. Oh shit, I didn't even realize. Mythic ability that does the same. Uncaps all heal spells. I like uncapped stuff. Wait. Oh, that's right. We don't have to fight the... Life Oracles are pretty good healers? Yeah. I would say so. Hi, who are you? Why do you want me to kill you? All right, let's do it. No, Angel, you already saved him. Yeah. I was like, wait, don't you fight him before you get to this guy? I forgot we already dealt with that. Okay, so wait, what did I have to roll for that? 79, 82. Oh my god, he's got 82. Okay, now he's only got 78. Oh my god. Dude, this party is way too overpowered. This party is way too fucking overpowered. That's insane. That's insane. What was that? That was like 4 fucking attacks. Boromir did 100. 370. 10 because of something. The companions fight is gonna kill you? Wait, why? Oh, I forgot that that existed. I know which fight you're talking about. I forgot that that one happens. Because like I'm used to the speed run where I just don't have any other companions. And you just skip that fight. Grind it out. What I could also do is I could just dismiss all of my other fucking companions. The storyteller can solo it? That's funny. I'm not actually gonna. Oh, I can't actually just, like, unrecruit these guys easily. Huh. It's a poltergeist! Stuff and things and stuff. Oh my god, it's all craziness. Resurrection skull that's been ripped to pieces. I could have used that. Oh, hey, this plot. Oh my god, I can finally get Mythic 10.
Can't be dismissed as a calculation error. You knew failure was a possibility. Then why? Why? Yes, it's decided. I will tell you the truth before we fight to the death. Would you like to know why I upended your life? This place is my demi-plane. I created it when I was a prisoner in Threshold. I would slip away to conduct my rituals here in secret. This is where I decided to create what mortals would later call the World Wound. This is where I made all my preparations. Do you understand? Escaping was never my goal. I could have easily disappeared from Threshold. I could have passed through it like water through sand. Some believe that I brought Sarkoris to ruin out of revenge, and I suppose there is some truth to that. I did have reason for revenge. You've been to the secret part of my laboratory and know what I'm talking about. Or at least you have an inkling. My laboratory. The old house in the middle of nowhere that marked the entrance to my lab. It was the home of Arilu Vorlesh when I was still a mere mortal. I lived there with my son, away from the din of the crowd, and sheltered from the keen gaze of the Sarkorian witch hunters. It was a place where the reality of our world was in close proximity to the abyss. A place where I could study the magic forbidden to all Sarkorians. I thought I had hidden my home well, but I was wrong. They found it. They found us. At that hour, I was there, in the laboratory. That damned laboratory I loved so much. I was absorbed in one of my experiments when the hunters arrived on our doorstep. I was sitting at my desk, recording my observations, thoughts, and calculations, as was my habit. That's when I heard the noise outside. The fight was brief. It barely lasted a moment. By the time I sensed that something was amiss and hurried out to see what was happening, it was too late. All I could do was cradle the body of my dead child and cry after their departing soul. I promise.
VA did good work there.
I am not concerned with whether it was justified or not, or with the application of morality, the law, or the teachings of any god. Look around you. This demi-plane. The first time I escaped from my cell and ran here, I was trying to resurrect my son. I tried many things, but all my efforts were in vain. The soul had already received Pharasma's judgment, and had been sent on the path determined by the gods. Into the abyss.
So, counter to that point, so I love as powerful a witch as she was unable to revive her son. So there was a time gap, though. She wasn't able to do it right away. So by the time she was finally able to do it, it was too late. The bar talk from A Dance of Masks. I don't. Which bar talk? I don't remember.
And when I realized that, I rebelled. But not against my jailers. Not against those who had murdered my child. Not even against Sarkoris. My uprising was against destiny. Death and the laws that the gods had forced upon our lives. I realized then that I wouldn't be satisfied with simply returning my son to life. I had to shatter this order once and for all, and make it so that neither Pharasma and her lackeys nor death itself could ever stand.
That's right, husband know who to judge. Oh yeah, I do remember that conversation.
Stepping beyond the bounds of what had been ordained for mortal kind.
Yeah.
Obtaining powers that rivaled the divine, could we become free? And with this newfound purpose, I turned myself into a half-demon. Fusing the spiritual essence of the two planes was the only way I could achieve my goal. I let the abyss into my soul, and into this world. I opened the world wound. And then I found you. I chose you because I felt a faint affinity to you. I thought your soul could accept the remains of my son's soul, like the soil takes a seed.
Wait. No, this was when the world wound. Like, as far the way that I'm reading this, basically her becoming a half demon is what opened the world wound. I think the world wound was a side effect of her fusing her soul with that of a demon. If I'm reading this correctly. But she wasn't on that path. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, it was just Sarkoris is hyper paranoid with spellcasters and magic in general. Labels that, like, it's basically fucking Salem, right? Was it like 1600 Salem? Or whenever the infamous witch trials came about. Not in general, only arcane magic? Yeah. But to explain why she got mad at, yeah, like.
I thought I could bring back my child by tethering the mangled remnants of his soul to a pure mortal soul untouched by the abyss. I thought the power of the Nahindrian...
Well, yeah, like, so, hot take, I'm not a huge fan of people that want to kill me. I can imagine Arilu also not being a huge fan of people that want to kill her. Wait, is haste gone? Oh my god, haste is gone. Alright, well, at least... Wouldn't recommend trying to turn yourself into a demon, though. I mean, if you're desperate enough. So, actually, even that is explained because she knew that her son went to the abyss. So, fusing her soul with that of a demon should... Like, it would basically give her access to the abyss to try to find the remnants of her son. So, even that, there's a logical through line that's not just, I wish to be evil. She does find it. Yeah, she does. But, like, the reason that she's able to is because she became a half-demon. Like, I'm sure if he went to hell and not the abyss, she would have fused herself with the devil. Or, you know, any of the other fucking planes of, you know, this is your final resting place kind of thing. All right, so Legolas is useless this turn because I might just fucking hate it here. Oh, I can get there. Hell yeah. No way. Wait, he crit them both. Hell yeah. Her putting her child's soul into me and then trying to murder me and doing the same to someone else. The mythic powers are kind of cool. I mean, ugh. I thought this was Ivu. I don't know why. I just kind of like skipped over the fact that this was Pippin. I thought this was Ivu. Pippin is now in a really fucking bad spot. You just failed. She will repeat the experiment. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Like she's not exactly Could probably do this, right? Oh, I didn't see the fucking succubus way the hell back here. I was kind of hoping to knock them down. She also needs to close the original wound so she doesn't die. This is true. What's your attack bonus, sir? 72, 63, 63. That's crazy. The fact that I have a 66 AC and it's still not enough. It's still not enough to even have a decent chance of dodging attacks. Like, that is insane. Like 100 plus AC. I'm sure I probably could have as well. Can't get it on everyone. Yeah. Brother, why are you so slow? All right. Yeah. Prefer your entire front line 70 plus. Fair fucking enough. Man, could you like stop saving against these? That's not great. Sending a child into the abyss. So the thing about that is that's kind of selective framing. Like, we saw how old he was in the secret lab. He's not like a 7-year-old. He's like a teenager. Now, I am not saying... Oh, wait. Have I literally never turned this on? Oops. Not that it really matters, but... But yeah, like, the child isn't exactly a child. Like, let's be entirely fucking real here. He's a teenager. We shall haste everybody that is in this circle. What she do to go to the abyss? I don't know. How much evil can he do? I mean... Wait, this is a swift action? Since when? I'm a fucking idiot. It's been so long since I've needed this that I kind of just forgot to ever look at it. Wait, what do you mean that wasn't a... Are these guys like immune to sneak attacks? I don't appreciate that. Fucking bye! That it has not happened enough in this playthrough, but I absolutely fucking adore with fucking the dead bodies just go pew. It's so fucking funny to me. All right, Mary, I need you to be able to get to her. Hell yeah. What do you mean you lived on single digits? Oh shit, wait, why did he die? God damn it. Hold up. Instead of just like, you know, allowing this to stand. Okay, there we go. Does heal get rid of negative levels? Can't remember. No, right? Yeah, okay. I always get that confused. All right, so first off, we're gonna gather everybody. I said we're gonna gather everybody. Second off, Frodo, I require you to heal mass. I just used a quicken. Oh wait, no, it's a new round. So it's just what your sword does, your angel sword. Oh, okay. I do this and then I just channel positive. It should get rid of them. There we go. Right, that should get rid of. Okay, there. Cast Winds of Vengeance on Frodo. Wait. Frodo Baggins reflects Winds of Vengeance back to Frodo Baggins. Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome. By the way, I'm gonna that is hilarious. Okay, so we should basically be at full health on everybody, right? Pretty much. If not, oh fuck, Bill died. What do you have that is reflecting spells? The mask. And Bismuth died. That actually, Bismuth dying is actually a bigger deal than Bill dying. Yeah, it's actually kind of bad for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually kind of bad for me because it keeps reflecting like fucking Code of Cold from the Gallows, and so it's just hitting my own people with 2 Code of Colds. The one from the Gallow and then the one reflected from Frodo. It's actually like really bad. I kind of wish I could turn it off, I'm not gonna lie. I wish there was some kind of description of what spell turning does. WOTR spell turning. Spells and spell-like abilities targeted on you are turned back upon the original caster. The abjuration turns only spells that have you as a target. Affected area spells are not affected. Spell turning also fails to stop touch range spells. From 7 to... exact numbers rolled secretly. When you're targeted by a spell of higher level than the amount of spell turning you have left, spells partially turn. Subtract the amount of spell turning left from the spell level that you... That literally doesn't matter, right? It's literally, it's in the game. So this is just, so this is the tabletop definition. I'm assuming that literally the first like 3 sentences or 4. So I'm assuming that this is how it works. Spells and spell-like effects targeted on you are turned back upon the original caster. The abjuration turns only spells that have you as a target. Affected area spells are not affected. Spell turning also fails to stop touch range spells. That is what I believe it is doing in-game. So obviously... Well, wait, no, because Frodo's Frodo is turning Code of Cold. So is every Code of Cold actually being targeted on Frodo? Because I know you can target Code of Cold. And they just happen to target Frodo every fucking time? I kind of hate that, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait. Wait, what is this? Oh my fucking god. Are you kidding me? Moderate fortification. +4 armor bonus to con and strength? Wait, he also has... Wait, what the fuck? What is happening? Oh, no, it's... Oh, okay, I was reading... Okay, I'm stupid. Never mind, ignore me. Ignore me. Something I have not seen in, like, well, since my original playthrough, pretty much. Wait, what? Wait, did it just skip the fight? Wait, did it just skip the fight? Wait, what the fuck just happened? Wait, did it just skip the fight? Wait, what happened? I didn't press shit. I didn't touch nothing. I didn't press nothing. I did nothing. I have no idea what just happened. I was like, all right, let's do this shit. I was ready. I was ready. Everyone dead 100%? Probably. Worst ending? I mean, it happens. You normally don't face enemies here? Interesting. Just the false cricket? Wait, really? I thought for sure... Wait. Gonna move up a bit. Damn. All right, are we still too close for me to teleport? Or are we still incapable? Yeah, we're still incapable of teleporting. Boo fucking garbage. Get fucking exploded. You had enemies because time travel? What the fuck? What do you mean time travel? What are you talking about? What is happening? Oh shit, he's not on Ivu. Shit, get on Ivu. He can't because he can't reach her. Shit. Oh no, the Colossal Titan. This one is far weaker. Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like the Colossal Titan would actually fall to this party really easily. You're undead, right? Like, straight up undead, yeah. Your reflex save, 27. 29. Needs literally a nat 1. He does. He 100% does, yeah. Agreed. Do I have haste up? I do not have haste up. Let's fix that. Damn. Is Bolt of Justice... What is Bolt of Justice? I just don't have it prepped. I didn't like the ending. As soon as the time skip happened, I was out. I hated that they pivoted away from what is essentially a human versus kaiju to... It's all political. I hate it. I hated it. I hated that swap. I was like, guys, you had a really fucking cool fucking premise. Last bastion of humanity versus giant unstoppable kaiju monsters. Not unstoppable, but very difficult to fight kaiju monster. It's basically World War I. I don't even know. I don't know the vast majority of what happens after the fucking time skip. All I know is that Eren is apparently the bad guy at the end and, like, wipes out 60% of humanity. It's like, all right, well, fuck you. Why do I care about this man anymore? Like, fuck that. That's so stupid. Like, why turn your protagonist into the villain at the end? That's 80%. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, it fell off. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I mean, he is undead. I could also just return to what he was for the overwhelming majority of the run. And just be a buff bot for my other characters who do more damage. Speaking of... Gimli, where you at? Oh shit, I haven't had this turned on all fucking day. All right, let's save. Since we're in a new area, let's make a quick save. Oh, let's get Sam on Ivu. All right, there we go. Camera, please. Are we at the Cricketman?
The mortal who ventured recklessly into the abyss has now reached threshold. In Iz, you struck down my creator and master Daskari, but if that makes you dismissive of his echo, if you think I do not pose a threat, then you are greatly mistaken.
One shot, probably.
Master is in the abyss, in his realm. No, he does not wish to meet with you yet. A demon lord cannot afford to
Screech!
procession. It will kill them.
His scythe is pretty good, though. Yeah. One day I'm gonna actually make a scythe build.
Just another mortal who thinks he can be something more than food for the forces of the abyss. He lost to you.
Crit modifiers is funny, yeah.
The great Discovery himself lost to a mortal. So what happens if I succeed where the great lord failed? If an echo destroys the one its originator could not defeat, who would that make me? What would it prove? I'll risk my life to know. You are not just my enemy, you are my chance. A chance I won't miss.
But you will miss. Probably. Quite often, in fact. Wait, what are you? Oh, cloud of swarms. What the fuck does that even mean? Dense cloud of swarm gives you partial consumability against ranged attacks. Any creature that makes ability attack against you takes 2d6 points of swarm damage, but is not affected by the swarm's distraction ability. Alright. What's his AC? Oh, his AC is actually not that high. Demonic Rage, Drone. That's the confusion thing, isn't it? Yeah. Demonic Bulk. Grow in size category larger? Yeah. Wait. Am I missing? Did I miss it? Where is... What kind of demon are you? He is not a demon? I hate that. Dude, there's so many non-demons in this game. What the fuck? What do you mean? Get hit by the light. Be blinded by the light. Fuck it, he's what? So the only reason that this fight is going to result in me taking any damage whatsoever is because he's behind this fucking thing and I can't charge him with anybody. That's the only reason that he's not dead. Where's Sam at? Oh, he's way back there. I am actually going to delay Frodo's turn until after Sam. Because A, Echo should approach. Watch. How fucking funny would it be if he rolls a 1 or a 2 or a 3? Actual one shot. Actual one shot? Damn. Damn. He did get blinded, though. Get fucking wrecked, nerd. Oh my god, I just realized something that I could do. I could just put Trick Fate on Aragorn, and he just Vorpal Blades echoed to death. How much health do you even have? Oh my god, he's got like half the health of half of the normal monsters in here. What the fuck? You sir, are not worth my time. I'm doing this just because for once I want to see the Vorpal. I wish to see the Vorpal. I'm not even gonna... You know what? I'll bring them up just in case it doesn't work for some reason. Wait, he didn't even do anything. Alright, what's the spell that gives you back all your stuff? Oh. Excuse me? This worked before. What was I, out of range? Wait, why is Gandalf not on his horse? Get on your horse, dum-dum. And... Vorpal. Yeah. All right, brilliant energy scythe +5. Why are you the way that you are? All right, newest oldest. Dragonbane Ghost Touch. 250,000 XP, by the way. That's funny. Wait. That's so funny. Don't worry, guys. I have Ghost Touch on this brilliant energy weapon that can't touch ghosts regardless. Wait. So which supersedes the other? Which works? Does Ghost Touch allow this to hit ghosts? Normally that wouldn't happen. I know. That's why this is such a fun, interesting, weird, stupid edge case. Are there any ghosts? Maybe it works like in Pokemon with Foresight. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, does adding Ghost Touch to a brilliant energy weapon allow it to hit ghosts? Summon. Can I summon a ghost? The Spectral Paladins. Okay, so we're gonna put this on you, I guess. We'll swap over. Who has Spectral Paladins? Is it Aeon? Or sorry. Who would have this? Oh, it would be you, right? Wait, why can I not do this? Wait, what the fuck? Why do I have no uses of this? Excuse me? I've literally never summoned anything ever. What do you mean? Sam! What? Okay, at least Frodo got his fucking demonic rage back, but what? It counts as level 7, 8, and 9 spells. Second wind wouldn't work on them, only the level 7. But even that didn't happen. Because there's still, all of them are 0. All right. We're sciencing here for a second. We're sciencing here. All right. I have saved. Rest all. I swear to God. What do you mean? What? Okay, what's going on here? It's because of the vortex? Well, that says that you can't teleport. It doesn't say that you can't summon. You can't call extra later creature. Wait, what? No, that's bullshit. What do you mean I have to fight it? What the fuck? Well, I'm gonna reload. So I can summon things, and I can even summon... I mean, I guess that was a trickster spell, not a trickster ability. Let me see if any of the other... Because, like, basically everything, every mythic has somebody that they can summon. I literally never make use of any of them ever, but everybody can summon something. No treants yet? Yeah. Why is there a plane flying over? What the fuck was that sound? Alright. You. Abilities. Wait, yeah. What? Right? Okay, wait, hold up. You. Yeah, none of my abilities to summon are... Active. You use bag of tricks to spawn enemies? Probably. Okay, everybody. So here, let me pause so I'm not losing. Also, because you have more than one mythic path at the same time. Yeah, I wonder if they got the I wonder if because I went legend, if it like fucked with it. Okay, let me see. Summon enemies via toy box order. Toy box spotted. Pathfinder Rather Righteous use the summon NPCs option under the summon tab. Where's the summon tab? Okay. So this is just not. Enhanced UI? Wait, what does it do? I'm not gonna mess with that because I don't know what it does. It wouldn't be in level up, it wouldn't be in party. Shouldn't be in loot. Enchantment? What does that even mean? Oh, okay. Just like all the different buffs and shit that I have on. Dialogue and NPCs? Should be in Bag of Tricks? No. It's not. Because the only things under the summon tab in the Bag of Tricks is like, let me go back down. Because there is a summons bit, but this is talking about like when I cast a summon spell, what happens? Like, do they get stronger? Do they get weaker? Blah 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 blah. You know, that kind of thing. Uh shouldn't be in settings, right? Maybe it is search and pick. I don't like going into search and pick because it has to load the entire library, which takes forever. Saves. Okay. Yeah, no. I think it's just search and pick. You summon some demons. I think that was search and pick. Like, it's so stupid because it's just like select navigate to the summon tab is what it tells me to do, as if there is just a summon tab up here in this list. Units. Shadow. What does this do? 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 Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Undead. Okay. There we go. We figured it out. Took us way too long, but we figured it out. So, all of that to confirm that if you somehow get Ghost Touch on a brilliant energy weapon, Ghost Touch is entirely negated and is an entirely useless fucking ability. Okay. Now that we've done all of that, we can reload the save, which goes to back before I auto-rested, and we can continue onwards. You can't do it in game with Camellia? Oh yeah, because Ghost Touch is one of the things. Yeah, but now you know that it's useless. Like, it's almost impossible to do unless you're using either Camellia or you get a Trickster. That's so funny, though. That's so funny. That just happened to show up on one of the final weapons that we get in the game. Is that the last fight before the last fight? I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been down here. Is it? Okay, yeah, there's the Wait, what? Hello? Oh, wait, yeah. So we go down here. And there it is. The finally. Unless you're going for Ascension, yes. Interesting. All right. Sam is mounted. He is. I took care of that earlier.
Now that your souls are separated, he is growing weaker and weaker. Why won't you just let me kill you? Extract your soul and finish what I started.
Oh, hey. He's here. Just let her kill me, yeah.
You're so adept at magic. Of course, I've been preparing for our meeting. And hopefully I've prepared well.
I could gain 10 experience. That's so funny.
Yes, and what you did, it's like you tried to kill him again. As if you were one of the threshold dogs that broke into my home 100 years ago. No, there is not. Your souls are too closely intertwined. I cannot use another host. I need your soul. And I will have it.
Nah.
I don't require your permission.
Well, that escalated fucking quickly. Goddamn. And I missed? Uh-oh. AC 102! Holy shit! Flat-footed and touch are both still 77. The saves are also bonkers. Vulnerability to fire. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. Um... Yo, we got Mind Blank, yes! Holy shit, we got a lot of good ones. Mind Blank, Foresight, Echolocation, Haste, Shield, and Displacement. That's awesome. Let's do it again. Arrows of Greater, Winds of Vengeance. A. And then a whole bunch of resists. This doesn't matter. All right, what's your AC now? Hey, took 10 off. They're there as fodder, the elemental resist. Yeah, probably. Incubus, Succubus, and Shadow Demon, huh? Fuck it, right? That is not a spell. Yeah, I did. I looked at it. Yeah, activated up to 3 times. Yeah. If you build her for it, enemy just becomes a cripple. Yeah. I can see that being a thing. Still, man. That's crazy. Oh shit, I still have the scythe equipped. Holy shit, a 99. God damn it! Yeah, I will use Guarded Hearth. You wreck, nerd. God damn, even at the end. Yeah, 11 out of 12. He still has an 84 and needs a 93. It needs to hit a 93. That's crazy. Here's the fucked up thing. I could probably finish this fight in one attack if I just gave Legolas or Gimli this. But I don't want to. Like, I did it on the Echo of Discari because I just wanted to see the... I just wanted to see it happen. But I did also ban the use of that spell. So I don't actually want to use it. Yo, we got Sea Mantle. Let's go. So what do you still have, woman? Spark Skin, Freedom of Movement, True Seeing. That's about it, actually. Come on! Wait, what does she have that's concealment? Unbreakable defense doesn't give it. No. Why does she have concealment? Does incorporeal give it concealment? Like, even still, I should have, yeah, I have true sight. Shouldn't that negate it? I guess not. Dude, this concealment amount is fucking crazy. Okay, there's True Sing and Barkskin. That should be it, right? For buffs on her? Well, I guess freedom of movement, but I don't really care about that. You bitch! What is this concealment, dude? Wait. Why are we doing... wait, what the fuck? Oh, this one was higher because of Mark of Justice. Okay. Polar Midnight causes it? I don't think so. Here, we can... No. Wait. I don't think that this actually went off. Okay. Or is it just a bonus? Is it a buff on Boromir? He Ghost Touch to do full damage? Yeah. Which, funnily enough, Aragorn... Oh, shit. Boromir's in Last Stand. Yeah, that's whatever. Oh, shit. I was looking at the wrong person. Where's Boromir? 3,000 years later. Oh, shit. Alright, so Gimli's fine. Okay, so Boromir's fine. He is blinded? Oh, shit. Wait, how many people are blind? Is that what's causing it? Oh, it might be. I see a lot of people that are blind. All right, well. Just use mass healing just in case? Yeah. I will once I get to Gandalf. All right, so that was her second heal, right? No, that was her third. So she's used all of her heals now. Very nice, very nice. More damage because of Ghost Touch? Yeah. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, wait, why is he not getting the bonus to damage? I forgot. I didn't actually use Smite. I used the other one. I need selective. Where's my grader? There you are. I do not want to hit her with a fucking... Heal doesn't heal your enemies. Does it not? Oh, okay. Alright, so somebody just died. Multiple people just died. Legolas is down. Mary's down. No, sorry, Pippin. Frodo still has Death's Door. Everybody else is fine. Okay. I hate the concealment. Apparently we got some attacks of opportunity.
I never thought that I would be responsible for the creation of my most powerful enemy.
I've been waiting for you to get distracted so I can stab you in the back.
How very perceptive. But you didn't think I would make it easy, did you? I won't let you win. You need me alive. You want to use me to close the wound, but I can destroy myself before you have a chance. You're right. I won't gain anything from this. So what now? Stronger than I could have anticipated.
I think we just skipped the second phase.
As your creator, I should be proud to be defeated by the one I have imbued with power.
After rejecting that power, by the way.
Higher praise. But I'm tired. You won't hear me pleading. Let us finish this experiment here and now.
Very anticlimactic, but the second fight is hard as fuck. Yeah. I was actually not looking forward to that. I'm like, man, she splits into 3. They're all spamming spells.
Indeed. You need neither power nor soul? That's right, because you have my soul to sacrifice. Isn't that what you mean? To sever your connection completely. Now I understand. But it will kill him.
Kill her? Nah. Nah, we're gonna spare her.
Is that supposed to be
Boo.
merciful? Why would I want this life? Why, when everything I've lived for will be gone?
It is now her choice. She still died shortly after. I know she does. Do you know where we are? Are we inside ourselves or both? I don't know. What happens now? Oh no, I was almost no one before. Now I'm someone again, but I'm not a living soul. Where will I go? Even I don't know. Hope you're headed for the river of souls and Pharasma's judgment. But death is oblivious, so I'll forget everything soon. Become planar resistance. And now you're free! Teenage! That could be that this dude's 19. Could also mean that he's 13. But fucking Polar Midnight sitting over there, asshole. It's done. Finally. 83 episodes. And we have finally finished the main campaign. Hi, kitten. Life and death, destiny and great deeds, answers to mysteries, the search for one's true path. You actually meet the one who did it in the lab? Yeah. I remember talking to him for a second. The mind can comprehend all of these, and then such concepts can be written down as a sequence of formulas, a series of lines, a chain of thought. Still, a moment always comes when it is time to wrap up, to reach a conclusion, to put a period at the end of the last sentence. The impossible rift, the bleeding wound that had tormented all of Galarian for 100 years, was finally healed. Yeah, we got a Johnny cat. Ah. In a strange space beyond the horizon of the world, the commander parted with his shadow at last. Who else would have so rashly renounced his power for the sake of the faint idea of being himself? But the commander made his choice and stuck to his path with a doggedness even I cannot help but respect, no matter how much grief and anger that decision brought me. Isn't Chungus a rabbit? Technically, yes, but Chungus has basically just become synonymous with a chonky boy. But Shun's not really a chonky boy. He's just a big orange cat. He is a lot bigger than Shelby, though. That is true. The Fifth Crusade may not have lasted long, but in that short time, Dresden became the commander's city, his bulwark, his citadel. Unsurprisingly, he remained the ruler of the city and the surrounding lands after the spectacular victory at Threshold. The unusual alliance of various forces that had helped the commander in the Battle of Threshold ceased to exist soon after the victory. The commander's allies left the lands of the former world wound, spreading word of the extraordinary mortal to every corner of the creation. Yeah, so this is just like, your party members fucking bailed, dude. The commander's accomplishment left a tremendous mark on history. For the next century, in just about every part of Galarian, philosophical teachings emerged that focused on the importance of being oneself, relying on one's own strength, rejecting others' gifts if they were offered not as a way of helping an equal, but as a boon to an inferior. The most influential of these schools of thought was named after the commander, and its core concept was the following. Every one of us has a shadow in our soul, and this shadow can make us stronger, but at the same time, it can impede our self-understanding. To fight the shadow, even at the cost of relinquishing its boons of power, is the path to true strength of spirit. As the leader of the Crusaders, the commander won their loyalty and obedience. Even in the Crusade's darkest hours, the commander found ways to restore the army's supply lines. His military acumen was beyond question. Under his leadership, the divided, poorly trained Crusader forces were reforged into an invincible army. And we flowed over the rest of Galarian in a flood of steel and blood, conquering all before us. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Due to the success of the commander's diplomatic strategy, by the end of the war, Mendev's true political center was Dresden, not Nerosian. After gaining the support of foreign rulers and finding allies in the capital, Dresden became the shining example of the new Mendev. One that was nurtured by the commander's ideas. The significance and accomplishments of the Crusade were so great that even a century after the end of the war, Dresden retained its prominence on the map of Avestan. The commander's diplomatic, military, and administrative talent turned the fortress into a key political player. Queen Galfrey returned to Nerosian with the intent to rule Mendev as before, but as it turned out, Mendevian society was hungry for change. The war-ravaged nation desired new leadership, but the queen would not countenance yielding her authority to anyone else. She believed her duty to her homeland had not yet been fulfilled. Fucking idiot. Upon his return to Canabris, Holrun ranted and raged against those who had been governing the city in his absence, but contrary to all expectations, Holrun's inquisitors were far less vicious than in days past. It seemed the time he had spent fighting in the Fifth Crusade had tempered him somewhat. Hell yeah. Why is my portrait there? I don't fucking know. Everything's fine, don't worry about it. The wardstones from the chain that once guarded the borders of Mendev were carefully disassembled one by one. The angels that had been trapped inside returned to heaven to heal their wounded spirits and prepare for new battles against evil. The Lady in Shadow found a way to benefit from this situation by magnanimously accepting the warriors from the destroyed armies of Baphomet and Dascari. She significantly bolstered the might of the Midnight Isles. Bug the game somehow there? Imagine my shock. The Demon Lord Baphomet suffered a defeat. The world wound was closed. The convenient passage to Galarian was sealed along with it. Baphomet shifted his attention to the realms of the other Demon Lords. A cell of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth was soon discovered in Elutionira. With the ineluctable prison destroyed, the power of the Lord of the Labyrinth began to wane. Many Demon Lords turned their attention to the weakened Baphomet, who was forced to defend his title as Demon Lord in battles for which he was not prepared. The Demon Lord Dascari suffered a defeat. He bided his time, continuing to plot his invasion of Galarian, and after that, of heaven itself. The cultists that remained on Galarian went mad one after another, tortured by the nightmarish dreams their lord sent to them. The spirit of the Demon Lord Nihindri remained bound to his black heart. Distant wails can sometimes be heard in the wind that blows over the Midnight Isles, built upon his remains. The demons, however, care little or not at all. The commander's escapades in Elutionira left a lasting impression on its denizens. The Battle Bliss became the main arena, not just of Elutionira, but of the entire Abyss. Visitors from every corner of the plane flocked there to watch or take part in the spectacles put on by Ermengalith, whose new goal was to arrange a fight between Pazuzu and Lamashtu. That's actually really funny. I like that. The flesh markets had been ravaged, but it proved impossible to completely destroy them. After the commander left Elutionira, new slavers took over the stalls, and new shipments of slaves were chained to the platforms. Ritstoff, the envoy of the Pathfinder Society, took advantage of the situation and rose to the top of the slave trade. He sold demons to other demons and used the proceeds to buy the freedom of mortal slaves. He soon founded the first Pathfinder Lodge in the Abyss. All right. The unrelenting killer and vigilante known as Red Mask continued her purge of Elutionira and assembled a full squad of Aasimar assassins. Demons enjoyed listening to stories of their bloody exploits, that is, until the assassins came to collect their heads. Gizmira was true to her word. The Winter Sun clan left the lands of their ancestors. Once they had left the borders of the former Sarkoris, the clan split into several branches. One went to the wildlands of Numeria, others set off for free Varicia. Small group led by Gizmera chose to travel to Andoran, where they were lost among the many refugees fleeing other lands and other wars. The Winter Sun clan ceased to be. That's unfortunate. Oh man, so sad. After the victory, there was only one thing the Tierbades wanted to do: hang up their weapons and forget about war for good. After retiring from duty, they settled down somewhere in the wilderness of the River Kingdoms. They lived almost happily ever after. Every once in a while, Irbeth would freeze, blankly staring ahead of her, or wake up screaming, and Anevia would have to calm her down, telling her that the horrors of the Lost Chapel were behind them. That sucks. Shortly after the war against the World Wound, Avestan was struck by a series of frightening events. Magical storm. A magic storm woven from the four elements obliterated an entire city in Varissia. Then, a horrible pestilence came to the lands of the Lenorm kings. And after that, Irison reported an outbreak of madness in their lands. The lunatics were all repeating the same ominous warning, word for word. The slaves have forgotten the hand of their masters, but Alderpash, Rune Lord of Wrath, has returned to remind them just how firm his grip is. The Lich? Wait, I thought I killed him. I thought I killed him. Not like I legitimately thought I killed him. That's weird. Did destroy the phylactery? Wait, are they did they actually wait, what the fuck? They actually put in a phylactery for once? For a Lich? I was just used to them not doing that, so I didn't bother. Anyway, several hundred years after the conclusion of the Fifth Crusade, somewhere on another plane, far from both the Abyss and Galeria, two runaway Lilitus met. Minago and Shivaro. They met, never to part again. Aww. It's the pool in the entrance? Really? Interesting. The hand of the inheritor who had gone into voluntary exile. Frey spent much time among mortals trying to gain a better understanding of their fickle nature. Somewhere on the roads of Galeria, the angel's trail went cold. Rumor has it that he intentionally went into hiding to avoid both old friends and surviving enemies. That he now lives somewhere in the guise of a callow mortal youth, eager to absorb other people's wisdom. Commander's decision to destroy the Numerian device he had captured in the Blackwater Kalan encampment had dire consequences. Free of the mechanism that inhibited and controlled it, the mysterious core of the device soon awakened and vanished in a flash of magical energy. Within weeks, Numerian hunters began to tell tales of a strange construct they had encountered in the mountains. It was a skeleton of a machine of some sort, alien and incomprehensible, that had been built by people with hollow eyes. I thought I destroyed that too. I'm so confused. For many years, Venture Captain Hylor continued to wander Galarian in a hopeless attempt to hunt down his nemesis, the Spinner of Nightmares. His hunt ended on an old road in the River Kingdoms where Hylor saw a group of monsters attacking an innocent family. Managed to save only one of them, a young girl who had been orphaned on that terrible night. Hylor took her in and was forced to temporarily halt his search for the Spinner. This pause lasted for a month, then a year. Abandoning his hopes of reuniting with Lori, Hylor found a new purpose in caring for another person. Over time, he was able to once again find joy and hope in life. The storyteller, as old as the tales he collected, continued his travels across Galeria and occasionally beyond. He knew that out there somewhere was the one story he would never find his own. Stila departed Mendev with a heavy heart. All the things she had gone through had left her more confused and saddened than inspired. The paladin went off to seek her path and find a way to inner peace. After the victory, Olberg refused to give up, hoping there still were remnants of the old Sarkoris left somewhere. He spent the rest of his days wandering the lands of the former world, wounded their surroundings, searching, but in vain. Ah, damn. To his own surprise, Woljef Jefto became a war hero. His steam and fame were shortly followed by great wealth. The tiefling did not let his newfound fortune turn his head, but chose to invest the money in several profitable ventures and one charity for street urchins. Within a few years, it's incredible that she never loses her powers, Sela, in that ending. I mean, she just, like, She becomes a bit despondent, it sounds like, but that I don't think that's enough to lose paladin powers. You have to like actively do evil shit or be like an asshole to lose paladin powers, right? Within a few years, his signature style came to include a top hat, a cane, and a bit of a belly. That's funny. But Trevor also becomes a Hell Knight. Trevor becomes an objectively evil person. He always kept a bottle of his best liquor and 2 cups at the ready, just on the off chance that his chief would swing by for a visit. After the victory, Sociel returned home. He humbly officiated at a temple of Shellen, painted, grew sweet-smelling fruits, and made the best wine in the region. He disliked talking about war. When asked, he would tersely say that no good came of wars, and those who sought glory in them would find only death. He would always use his brother Trevor as an example of someone who dreamed of becoming a hero and was swallowed up by the world wound, vanishing without a trace. Because I did not do anything at all with Sociel. During the war, Sociel met an engineer by the name of Aaron Keir. That meeting turned in friendship, which turned into love. And then it was time for the wedding. Later, the cleric would say that only the memory of his beloved had allowed him to cope with the terrors of the abyss and keep his sanity. The commander was among those invited to the wedding, but we probably didn't show up because we didn't really care about him. Reggie wrote a treatise on waging war against the demons, both a practical manual and a philosophical exhortation. Once that was done, he succumbed to the bleaching completely. He was posthumously reinstated in his order and buried with honors in the officers' cemetery. His treatise was used in all future wars against the abyss by mortals, angels, and devils alike. Before he died, he managed to send a letter to the commander. Did it contain sincere farewells or a list of directives? Impossible to say. No one was privy to the contents except the recipient. The war changed Greybor. He left the assassin scrap behind and embarked on a search for his family. It took years to win their love again, but he had never been one to back down from a fight, and so he won that battle as well. Greybor hung his axes above the fireplace and became an upstanding citizen. The transformation was difficult for him, and many a time he would reminisce about the days of his daring youth. Still, there was one joy in family life that the dwarf would not have traded for anything in the world: his daughter Mora. She grew up to be an experienced, exceptional warrior, and watching her train brought Greybor true happiness. Hell yeah. Arishlea had changed her nature, completely ridding herself of evil, but she would not dare to live among mortals. She took up residence in a small house away from their settlements. Shortly afterward, rumors began to spread. Some said there was a kind sorceress living in the cottage, or perhaps a reclusive saint, and people would come to her asking for help. She never refused anyone, and in time, she earned their trust and friendship. One day, a familiar figure appeared on Arishlea's doorstep. Seela? She stayed as a welcome guest for several days, trying to soothe the turmoil in her soul. It is not known what the commander's 2 companions, the paladin and the forward succubus, spoke about, but when the time came for Seela to set out again, a smile was playing on her lips. Well, that's good. We had a couple of good ones.
What of me, the writer of these words? The half-demon witch known as the architect of the world wound. I was defeated. The victor spared my life in a gesture that was not quite a boon, not quite charity. I was left without hope, without a chance of finding a purpose again. I lived out my remaining days in an isolated cottage, far from everyone, needed by none, discovered by none. I have recounted the story of my life for you, Pharasma, Lady of Graves. Not only of my life, but of the commander's also. I believe the tale of such an illustrious figure would pique even a goddess's curiosity. Now you know everything. I await your verdict, goddess.
Both games happens in the past tense, yeah. Silence hangs over the boatyard. The Lady of Graves is weighing her decision, and it seems that the entire universe is holding its breath, awaiting her pronouncement. Who would dare to break a silence so absolute? Yeah. I think we don't intervene here. I think this time we just let it play out. We're gonna let Pharasma deliver her verdict.
You wrought great evil, while it stemmed from the evil that was done to you. Your actions far exceeded it. Your soul is dark, and there is only one place for you in the universe.
Yep.
I shall send you to the abyss, plane of pain and fury, suffering and privation. That which you have done to others will now be done to you. So be it.
Bye-bye. Complete the game on unfair difficulty. I actually meant to turn that off. Because I don't think that I don't think that I really earned an unfair achievement with this playthrough, considering just how overpowered my party ended up being. Like, even though we lost a few of them in the final fight. Now you have, yeah, I legitimately forgot. All right. So, we go and do the inevitable excess. Not today. Not today. We're going to call it here. It's almost 9 o'clock. Even though I'm not going into work right now, I do have an extra hour before I have to go into work tonight because Walmart doesn't care about safety. And I don't care about Walmart. So I'm not going in while it's unsafe. Next week, Tuesday, we're going to be finishing up the Nidoran female solo run in Pokemon Red. Wednesday, we might just do a yapping stream on Wednesday. I might just talk. We might just chat. There has been reports of looting as of an hour ago. Well, that's the thing, is like, Walmart doesn't stop theft. They just let it happen. And then after the fact, they lock everything up. So, like, just because there's no reports doesn't mean that it's not happening. And like I also said, I do not actually expect anything to happen. But I take threats, especially considering all of the fucking violence that's happened this year. Not kidding. When somebody says that they're gonna fucking, you know, rob and steal and kill anybody that gets in their way, I take it seriously. I'm not playing that game. I'm not fucking around with that. I don't care if it's even potentially considered paranoid. Possibly. Maybe I'm just brain rotted by the internet. Likely. I don't care. That's what I told him. But yeah, Wednesday, we're gonna do a yapping stream. I'm going to reveal my plan to, speaking of Walmart and thefts and looting, I'm gonna go over my plan to fix my plan. I'm not gonna be able to actually do anything with it, but my replacement for the SNAP program, for the food stamps program in America. I have one. It is objectively better in every single way. It will save billions of dollars a year. It will almost cut fraud down to zero. Is it the neutral? No, it's like actually like, it's like a not meme thing. It's like a legitimate, like, cuts the cost, cuts fraud, incentivizes people getting back to work, ensures a balanced nutrition, is not just you get rice and beans. Giving them just, yeah, I saw that. That's stupid. But yeah, I like, granted, the savings is calculated by AI, but if the plan that I've come up with is actually implemented, it should apparently save like $60 billion a year over what we do now. So yeah, I'll be going over that on Wednesday. And then depending on how long that takes, we might do something else. Oh yeah, by the way, as of right now, I'm still not on the schedule for next Wednesday, so there's no hard out time for stream, so that's cool. Yeah, literal torture prison food for the poor. Yeah, like, let's not do that. As much as I don't want to incentivize people to get on welfare and food stamps, I don't want to punish them either. I don't think that you should punish people for being on food stamps, but I don't think that you should reward them for it either. I think that it should be a relatively neutral thing. Something that should help people get out of a slump that they are in, not something that people should rely on for long-term benefits. And I think that the program that I've come up with does that. Yeah, so that's Wednesday. Thursday, no stream as always. Friday and Saturday, we're going to be doing Inevitable Excess. We're going to be starting that, and then once we finish with that, once we finish Inevitable Excess, I will be doing... What? What am I doing? What am I doing when I finish that? I will be doing something... Oh, Rogue Trader. Once we finish Inevitable Excess, I'm going to be starting Rogue Trader finally. So yeah, that's the plan for the next week. I'm gonna go. Yeah, thank you everybody. Oh, by the way, if you haven't done so, like the stream. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. It'd be appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.